video on this cornmeal. So, I use it like polenta. I can't remember what polenta it actually is. If it is cornmeal, I think it probably is. But anyway, it always goes a bit lumpy. Always goes a bit lumpy. And I'm a professional, and it shouldn't go lumpy. So I was kind of thinking, well, maybe I'm doing it wrong. So, if, like when you make a custard powder, what you do is if you're using custard powder to make custard, you mix some cold milk into the custard powder and the sugar, and then you add hot milk on top, and it doesn't go to help it mix in and not go lumpy. So, I wonder if we have to do the same with this. Let's have a go. So, that much of cornmeal, and then I always go for, if I want like a wet polenta, I always go for 1 part cornmeal to 2 parts water. So we put in half that water. I'll put all that water in. Make a paste. Make sure that's okay. And then add in hot water on top of that. It shouldn't go lumpy, should it? Because I think if I'm adding it to hot water, it's instantly cooking it, and that's what's causing it to go lumpy. So that is, now we just need to measure out boiling water. So that was about the amount of water that threw away the cold water. So hot water in there, and then we want another mug of hot water, and then we can turn the gas on, or electric, or whatever you're using, stir that around, and then that should be nice and smooth. Now we'll have to run the risk of it just putting a stock cube in. We'll run the risk of it catching on the bottom of the pan, but it looks like it's smooth, so it should work. We'll be back when it comes up to temperature. Oh, there we go. So as soon as it started to come up to temperature, it's thickened up. And is it smooth? Let's turn it off. Get that spoon. And we'll see, won't we? But that looks like it's as smooth as polenta stroke cornmeal gets. There we go. So I'll do it that way in future. That'll be a lot better, won't it? Oh yeah, these are, you won't be able to see, but these are bits of I rendered down, well, I cooked some Stilton to get the fat out of it. So this is just the Stilton fat that comes out of it, and a bit of Stilton debris underneath. But it's got a lovely umami kind of flavour to it. So it works like a bit like clarified butter. There's a video, you'll be able to find it. So I made some Stilton fat, and then also made like a dried Stilton powder. It's quite an interesting process, but a complete waste of Stilton, unless you've got a lot of Stilton that you can't do anything with. But anyway, so those bits are waste, but that bits will go in there, and that'll make it just that little bit nicer. But there we go. That's a success. Who would have guessed? It's only taken me 40 odd years to learn that. Let's just see if this works the other way around. So, boiling liquid, I've measured out the right amount of liquid, and I've added some of the liquid, cold liquid, to the cornmeal, and then boiled up the rest of the liquid in the pan. Now, will it stop it from going lumpy if we do it this way? So, pour it in. That looks like it's going to work. That's not going lumpy, is it? Bit of spatula. Turn it down. Slightly more washing up this way, but is it going to work? Oh, there we go, that's lovely and smooth. So, cook it a little bit more, bring it up to temperature, That's worked, hasn't it? There we go. 2 new ways of making lump-free polenta. There we go. A success, eh?